Hello. As usual, I hope you are doing great. In the previous lecture, we understood how the MapReduce works by taking the word count example. In that, what we really did is by taking a large file, we split the data into different chunks or different partitions. And as you know, the data will be stored in different systems. And if we want to implement the MapReduce to get the overall word count, I mean, how many times each word is repeated, what is the frequency of the each word, what we did is we implemented map and reduce by taking a word count example. Now let us try to understand how exactly that will be implemented in Java at a very high level. Will not be drilling down deep. At a very high level, we'll understand how it is implemented in Java. As we already discussed, we have a map phase, we have a reduce phase, and also we have in terms of driver program, we have a main driver program. The map logic is implemented in a class that extends the mapper class. If you want to implement a mapper logic, we have to implement in a class that extends the mapper class. That will have very important 4 type of parameters, and this is a generic class. Okay, so we have input key type, we have input value type, we have output key type, and we have output value type. When you write a map logic, take the word count. In that case, we want to take each word, for example twinkle, up, above, we have to take those words and then that need to be given a value as 1. In those cases, we need to ensure that we provide these 4 type of parameters, that is input key type, input value type, output key type, and output value type. Coming to the reduce, in the reducer phase, a class where reduce logic would be implemented. Reducer logic is implemented in a class that extends the reducer class. Again, that would have 4 type of parameters. One is input key type, second one is input value type, the third one is output key type, the fourth one is output value type. Why are we really stressing all these things? Because we know that mapper and reducer logic need to have a key value pairs. There will be an input key value pair and output key value pair for both of them, as we have already discussed. In order to accept the inputs and also produce the output, we need to have these 4 types. If you don't have these 4 types, you will not be able to produce the intended results. And one of the very important aspect which we have to really remember is output key type of a map class should be same as that of input key type of a reducer class. For example, in case of output key type, if it is a int, then we should have a int here. And in case of output key type, if it is a string, it should be a string here. In our case, where we have a word count, we would have a string as a output key type in mapper class and input key type in reducer class. And output value type will have a int here and also int here. So that way, if you don't match this, you will not get a desired results. There'll be a bug in your code. This is also another important aspect to be taken care. Now that we understood what is we need to take care in terms of mapper class and also reducer class, let us try to understand the main program. Okay, it's a driver program that sets up the job. Whatever the mapper class and reducer classes which we have already defined, they will be used by a job that is configured in the main class. As we know, if we write any of the programs, we have to go through the main class in a similar manner. Here, even though we write a mapper and reducer class, those classes are used by a job that is configured in the main class. This job has a bunch of properties which we need to configure. Okay, like we need to have input file path, we need to have output file path, we need to have mapper class, we need to have reducer class, and also we need to have output data type. These are the important parameters or types which we need to be set as a part of the job object in main class. That's it. We did discuss how do we really implement the mapper class, reducer class, and also main class to perform any map reduce operations on any data. Thank you.